Hello, my name's Allison. I work in the home health field here in St. Louis. Enterprise social media now plays a huge role in our communication system at my current employer. However, when I first started, they did not use any form of enterprise social media. They used classic forms of communication such as email, in person meetings, and a paper copy of our policy and procedure manual. This caused a constant lack of communication, and our nurses and therapists and social workers, they all used to complain pretty much in our surveys that they just felt out of the loop a lot of the time. Because of the inconvenience of carrying our policy and procedure manual with them, clinicians didn't. And that caused them to have a severe lack of direction. They didn't know what they should do in certain situations because they had no guidance, because of the inconvenience of carrying a policy and procedure manual. And the emails and in-person meetings, they weren't frequent enough or instantaneous enough, and caused even more delay regarding information that needed to be known company wide fairly quickly. I was commissioned to get our enterprise social media up and running. The form of that I chose was Microsoft SharePoint. Being a home health agency, we needed something that was going to be HIPAA compliant, and our version of Microsoft Office, all of the apps that come with that are HIPAA compliant. And within the home health industry, the most important thing that we do have for our nurses is our policy and procedure manual. And it was just too inconvenient for nurses to carry around a manual all the time. Excuse me. So when I started to build our SharePoint out, the first thing that I put on there was our policy and procedure manual. And now nurses can pull it up on their iPads that they carry with them, literally at the push of a button. And instead of having to flip through the entire manual to get to where you need to get to, they can now just find the subject that they're looking for or the category that they're looking for and look through that. And it has really improved our communication in regards to what to do and when in the field, as well as using the alerts system within SharePoint. We can now put alerts in the very beginning, so whenever they open that app, which they do frequently, and they get a push notification also of any alerts, so that it reduces the delay in information getting to our nurses. It's all it's all very important within communication to have a more instant flow of things, and SharePoint has really changed that for us. It's just let us communicate more freely between office and field staff and communicate more effectively. As for social support networks, they personally play a vital role in my life. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I live here in St. Charles, and my entire family lives back in Pennsylvania. So if it wasn't for social networking, I wouldn't get to see a lot of what I see on a daily basis in regards to my family and friends. I miss them very much, and it takes that aspect kind of out of it because I still feel very much so a part of their lives on a daily basis, just from status updates and pictures and all of that sort of thing. I had a son about 7 months ago now, and we've lived in St. Louis the entire time. So it gives my family the opportunity to watch him grow and watch him learn and all of that sort of thing. And I know, being so far away, I know that seeing a status update from me with a picture of him, it brightens my mom's day, it brightens my grandma's day. It just really helps them in that regard. It allows everybody to connect freely and, again, instantaneously. in the past, it was either snail mail or you had to go physically visit somebody. And now it just takes that completely out of it. You can post a picture, and as soon as I post it, my grandma, 17 hours away, can see it. I really love that aspect of it. And then, of course, during the pandemic, um, that we're still in, but a little more freely at this point, I utilize peer to peer support quite a bit. Um, I'm actually in recovery, and I used the peer to peer Alcoholics Anonymous meetings that they had online and web based meetings throughout the entire pandemic. It made all the difference. Um, I was able to stay healthy spiritually and mentally through that, with the help of people online. Um, some days I attended meetings that they were hosting in Florida, and it didn't matter. The message was always the same, and it always lifted my spirits and brought me up. And it's just amazing what we can do now with social networking and peer to peer support networking and enterprise social media, because before communication was person to person, and now I can connect with anyone around the world at any given time. And it has absolutely changed the world.